Nakba. Today she's an artist and she's created the girl Mirun.
Yeah, it's terrific.
She is a logo associated with the Free Gaza flotilla that breaks the siege of Gaza. Her sail is the shape of Palestine and she sails until Palestine is free. I'd like to introduce Mr. Mohammed Owais. Mr. Owais comes from the suburbs of Akka and he will give an account of his family's experiences during Nakba and the subsequent years of despair and hardship in the refugee camps of Lebanon.
I am from Mashiyat Akka, which is a little suburb outside Akka. And all what you hear on the news and what the lies of the Israelis and the others, and I like to say the others because I think there are some others who are also plotting with the Israelis on the lies about what was happening in Palestine. My family was forced by a Jewish, and I want to say Jewish because it wasn't the state of Israel at that time. He was shot and he was evacuated to Lebanon. And in the way to Lebanon, my father had to give up his truck for a donkey in order to load my mother, who was pregnant and who had another baby, carrying with her. And my sister died in the mountains of Lebanon before they got to where there is medical care. My sister was buried in the snow in the mountains of Lebanon, and a week later, when the snow melted, they found the dogs that the dogs have dug up my sister and they were eating on her. So the Nakba happened. The Israelis shot at the people. The Israelis forced the people to run away under the pressure of the gun that was left by the colonialist British occupation. And then we were left to face up to the elements. In Lebanon, I was born in the tent in Ain al-Hilwa refugee camp. I was raised in the camp. And nobody knows how it feels to be in a camp. No shoes, little clothes, no shelter. You are freezing half to death. To me, cold was pain. It wasn't just cold. It was pain. It was painful. And to have clothes or not to have clothes, it was when the United Nations came and they gave us a bundle of clothes. Whether they fit you or not, you have to make do for a year with whatever you got. And then after 1948, Israel took over 78% of Palestine, and maybe some people are not going to like what I have to say, and Jordan occupied the rest of Palestine in the West Bank, and Egypt occupied Gaza. So there were three occupations here: the Israeli occupation, the Jordanian occupation of the Palestinian people in the West Bank, and the Egyptian occupation of Gaza. The rest of the Palestinian people were living in refugee camps in Syria, Lebanon, and the Palestinian refugees in Egypt are the ones who are having it very hard. They have travel documents from the Egyptian regime, but they cannot go back to Egypt to see their families. And for the deniers that there wasn't anything called Palestine, this is my father's passport from the government of Palestine. After we left Palestine, we became a number. We became a number that we were counted in Lebanon like this. My number is 15762 file 656. That's how I am known in Lebanon, and that's how my family is known in Lebanon, and the rest of the Palestinian refugees are known. After that, we were lucky to get an identity card from our brothers, the Lebanese. That got us nowhere, absolutely nowhere. And then we got travel documents for Palestinian refugees. This is what we are looked upon as Palestinian refugees. And most Arab countries do not recognize this travel document. America recognized this travel document, and I came to America 33 years ago. Many Arab countries do not even recognize us as refugees or as human beings. We are looking for peace, and the Israelis need peace, and the only ones who can deliver peace are the Palestinians altogether, and especially the Palestinian refugees. If there is no peace for the refugees, there is no peace in the Middle East. Give me the book. For anybody who wants to see, for anybody who wants to see who was in Palestine, these are coins throughout the history of Palestine. I paid thousands of dollars to get these and to find them in Palestine. Many nations, many people, many empires came and left Palestine. To me, 62 years is a very short time, and we will go back. It's very little compared to the Ottoman Empire, to the Romans, to the Byzantines, to the Persians, to the Mongols, to everybody and his cousin who came to occupy Palestine. They left. And Jerusalem, the cemeteries of Jerusalem have a lot of these graves for them over there. And I think Jerusalem is going to be the grave of any occupier. If the Israelis are serious about peace, we are for it. We are for human rights for everybody, but they cannot change the demographic build-up of Palestine and bring and import East European Jews and New York Jews in order to replace me. That is my home. It will continue to be my home, and one day I will go, and if I cannot, my son will go, and if he cannot, his son will go, but I will go back even when I die. I'm asking my wife here, bury me in Palestine, and if you cannot, you can cremate me and send my ashes to Palestine. Thank you very much, everybody. We will return.
Hi guys,
I'm Lena Vader, and I'm representing the George Mason Students for Palestine group at George Mason University. I'm the president of that association, and what I'd like to tell you guys is that we're students also very involved and very aware of Nakba, and we're here to commemorate that as well as you guys. We built a commemoration wall that honors and basically simulates the wall that's being built in Palestine right now. All of the students are involved in lobbying and in spreading the word on student campuses and throughout the youth, as well as to other people. So we're here and we're active, and we definitely support you guys' opinion, and we commemorate the Free Husband Movement, Code Pink, and all the organizations, and you all for coming out today. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to introduce Mr. Yusuf Fasseh. He has been a long-time resident of the Washington, D.C. area, and he holds a key for a home destroyed in Nakba. Mr. Fasseh will share his experiences and the experience of his family with you.
Good afternoon. I'm not a refugee myself. I come from the town of Years of Nakba. I am a refugee from the state of Israel. That is, I was in 1948 working for the Arab Bank in Jerusalem, the branch that's just outside the Jaffa Gate, and when that branch was taken over, I lost my job.